Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 at Pancho Villa State Park in New Mexico, near the Mexican border, 3 miles from the Mexican border, in the little town of Columbus, New Mexico. Those flags in front of you, the U.S. flag and the New Mexico state flag, notice that they're blowing in the wind and they're straight out. You know why that is? Because it's some wind gusts today, anywhere from 40 to 60 miles an hour, and it's going to be like that all day long. And you get those winds out here in the high desert. The elevation here is about it's 4,050 feet. That's what it says on their little sign as you come into town. And in New Mexico, you see a lot of cactus and stuff. I'm right here at the visitor center at the state park. Again, it's Pancho Villa State Park. Let me zoom out and we'll kind of take a drive through the park, and so you can see kind of what goes on here. And there's not much else I can do on a windy day anyway. So let me get this thing going here. Well, the other way, Rusty. How about that? We got it done here. Whoops. Do that right in there. Is that good? Yeah, well, we'll get it here, guys. Patience, 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 I guess. All right. Anyway, I did a video earlier that the sound was messed up. But anyway, here we go. We're at a little turnaround here in the park, right by the visitor center. You'll see it in the museum too. I'll go slow. Don't worry. You know, we're coming right around here. This is the visitor center. So when you come in, there's this loop around a flagpole right here, and then there's that little armored vehicle that I showed in another video. Let me get it up a little bit there. Right there should be okay. And that's where the museum is, and that's the office here coming up right there. There's also some people in the museum that can help you because they have the camp host in there that runs the thing, and you can buy your New Mexico annual pass there if you want to. And now we'll kind of go around through the park. And while you're in this area, you can get your little slips, you know, the pay slips. And you can go ahead and pay if you want to. I never do. I always go in and get me a site because I don't reserve sites ahead. I find me a site and I get it and then I pay. I usually just pay for 1 day at a time. Why? Well, because I'm not. I want to be sure I'm going to stay there a while. Okay, I don't want to pay for a week and then. Because there's no refunds. No. There's no refunds at any of them. State, national, or Bureau of Land Management improved sites. No. They do not refund money. Once you stuff it in that little thing, it's gone. So on a windy day, guys, what are some of the RVing things I can tell you? Well, I'll tell you a few that I've learned the hard way. One of them is, see this guy coming here, he's going real slow, but there's still dust coming up. Anytime you have dirt roads or gravel roads in a state park, just be sure that you drive slow, under 10 miles an hour for sure. 5 miles an hour would be better. Why? Because you're throwing up a lot of dust and you don't really even know it. And your neighbors aren't going to love you for covering them with dust. What else can I tell you? Whenever you open the door to your RV, be sure you hang on to it, because a gust of wind may jerk it out of your hand and jerk you right out on the ground and damage your door. Have I ever had that happen to me? I've never been jerked out on the ground, but I have damaged my door, my RV door. I have actually done that all by myself. So here we are coming into the camping area. That little casita right there, if you can see it, I can't see what you're seeing in the screen, but that's mine right there. That's site number 13, Lucky 13, and across from me is a 40-foot fifth wheel with pop-outs, and it's got a patio thing that's got a screen around it on the side and in the back. I mean, it's a house on wheels. But we'll turn into it, and I'll give you the name of it, because it's a big old good one. I mean, these guys didn't leave anything at home. And he's got a four-wheeler, a vehicle to ride around the park on. It's called an XLR Thunderbolt. It's got a patio on the side and a patio in the back, and it's a toy hauler thing. Amazing. But what else can I tell you about windy days? Okay, we talked about the dust. Oh, also, anything you've got outside, any stuff you have outside, secure it. No kidding. Why? because it'll be blown away. You know, common sense tells you that. And you'll see some stuff blown away here in this park, more than likely, or being blown away. I'm going to go to the left, which will be into the sun, and then I'll make a right and come back around to my site. This is the reason I'm going to go this way. Well, not right here, up here, is to show you where the dump station is. And there's some restrooms with showers, believe it or not, here in this state park. But on windy days, guys, you just have to plan ahead. You know, if you keep that site on your favorites, it's called windy.com. It'll show you the winds, and you can pick it. You know, you can go through the days of the week, and it'll show you the predicted winds for certain days, so you can plan ahead. And it's amazingly accurate. I have to tell you that. I've been using it for quite a while, and I have found it very, 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 very useful. The dump station is on the right. I say it's actually on the right over here. It's over those little mounds of dirt. It's to the right of that trash can. You go around the trash can to the right, and you can go on either side. So if you go in either way, you can still find you a place to use the dump station. Again, those are the restrooms with showers. What else? Dusty, windy days. What else, guys? You know, if you can, kind of park your RV pointed into the wind, like you would do in a sailing ship. There's one of the people that work here, and they're riding around here all day long. I guess, I mean, anyway, they apparently got more employees than they need. See this guy here walking into the wind? I mean, it'll blow you down, man. But inside your RV, if you have it sideways to the wind, you will find that it will rock and roll. And the winds here don't just gust for a little while, an hour or two or three, and then stop. No, 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 no. These winds will be blowing all day, way up into the evening, and they'll start to, according to windy.com, will start to diminish around midnight or so. And then tomorrow the winds will be about half of what they are today, which will still be gusts around, you know, 20, 25 miles an hour. Yep, but you just have to prepare for windy days and stuff like this, because they're going to be here. There's going to be days you can't get out and about and do stuff that you might want to do. This would be a good day to go grocery shopping. Deming is 30 miles away. Fortunately, I've already done my grocery shopping and prepared for a few days, so I'm good there, and I don't need to take a trip, so I'm kind of stuck riding around talking to myself. What else can I think of about wind? Yeah, prepare for it. And if you're driving, you know, if you're going to be towing those days, you know, if the wind's behind you, you know, wonderful. However, whenever you take a left or a right turn, then the wind's going to be hitting you on the side. So be aware of that, because you don't, towing, when your wind is hitting you on the side, it'll just wear you out, because that trailer is going to make the truck do some interesting things. There's another, I think that's a tab or a tag or something right here. You got a few of those, you know, and all of those impact the sales of other small RV manufacturers like Casita. You know, that's why they stopped the 13-foot, making the 13-footer, because they had competition from Scamp and all these little teardrop things, and they just weren't selling as many, so they went to just the 16 and 17-foot RVs, and they've been selling those pretty good. But they got everything you can think of here. Let's see, what else about wind? I don't know, just be aware of it. You know, when you check the weather, most people just check the temperature and whether it's going to rain or not. That's wonderful. But when you're RVing, you better know a lot about the winds, because it's going to affect your trip. Because this is pretty much an indoor day. I mean, the temperature right now is 69. The wind's kind of now out of the northwest, and so we've got a little cool front coming through. It's supposed to be 44 in the morning. That sign over there says speed limit 15. I'm driving 5. But if you went 15 miles an hour, you'd be throwing up a ton of dust, and these people would not be happy on the east side of this road. Now, on the left is west, and on the right is east. And I'm on the left side of the road for one reason, because people enter and exit. There's a lot of people here, as you can see, even though the park's not full. It's probably 60% full, 65%. And yeah, they're moving all the time. You know, they're going to the grocery store, going to get gas, taking drives down to Mexico, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you know, if you were on the dusty side of the road, you just get that much more dust. Even though there's dust in the air created by the wind blowing from the west, this just magnifies the situation. And there's a guy that's got a big old fifth wheel that he tows with. I'm not sure what kind of vehicle that is. I've seen them like that before. I don't know. It's a truck cab of some kind. Let's see if I can see what it is. It might be a Peterbilt. No, that's a Freightliner. It's called the Bird House, and they've got bird things all outside. And you know, I guess that's a great idea if they want to do it. However, you know, I'm not, you know, most places they don't want you to feed the birds or the animals, because then they become a nuisance. But you know, I'm not gonna get into that. But it's a dusty day in Columbus, New Mexico. And I'm fixing to head to the casa and park this thing and probably post this video. So what else can I tell you? The trip, we've been on the road 10 days now. I'd give this trip a 9 so far. You know, we've got a windy day today, and we had one last week. But you know, that's it, guys. You just have to know those are coming and be prepared. And I am mentally. What would I change? Not a thing. From here, I don't know where I'm going. I'll probably go back to some of my old places, my old haunts, because they're predictable and I enjoy them, or I wouldn't be going back to them. That's an XLR Thunderbolt. Yeah, he's got a back patio that folds down, and that's how he gets his four-wheeler in. And yeah, he's got everything. It's got 2 air conditioners, triple axle. Yeah, it's a big old good one. There's big old good ones and good old big ones. And these campsites on this side, if you'll see, let me get around here and you'll see it. You see the brick wall at the back of the deal there under the cover? There's a little brick wall. Does that help? Ho, 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 ho. You bet it does. That's another reason I'm over here. Isn't that a beautiful setup though? I love that little casita. That is my best RV in 25 years on the road. No kidding. But anyway, guys, I'm going to park here and let y'all look at the flags while I finish out the video here. Let me zoom a little bit and you can watch the flags blow right by the water tower. Yep, it is definitely windy. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, from Pancho Villa State Park in New Mexico, near the Mexican border, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission and it doesn't cost you 1 penny. So, you know, what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, you know, take deep breaths, stand guard at the door of your mind, do all those free things to keep your health. And if you're an RVer, well, get out there and enjoy it, guys. Anyway, adios, amigos. Bye-bye. Carry on.